Hey, it's Arlen Schweiger of CE Pro. Today we're talking to Brian Azzano, Vice President of Stealth Acoustics, about outdoor technologies. Brian, thank you very much for joining me.
Hey, Arlen, it's great to be with you today.
So first off, tell us a little bit about Stealth Acoustics. I know certainly a lot of integrators are very familiar with what you guys do. I know you guys are very big into architectural speakers and visible solutions, things of that nature. So maybe we'll get to the part where we talk about, how does that all kind of work into outdoor solutions in there. But
Mhm.
where are you based? How long has the company been around? And let's talk about those solutions. What can you tell us about what dealers can expect to see from your offerings?
Yeah, thanks, Arlen. So Stealth has really been building speakers since about the year 2000, so just over 20 years now. But Stealth is a manufacturing division of a larger company called Dimensional Communications. The facility that houses both of these companies and also additionally where we build all of our products is located in Washington State, about an hour north of Seattle.
All right. And in terms of the breadth of solutions that Stealth offers integrators?
So we really made our mark with the invisible speaker back around the year 2000, and a lot of people see the Stealth Acoustics name and liken that name to the category of invisible speakers. But we've really managed to leverage the design behind our invisible speaker into technology that we've applied into the outdoor space as well, both in speakers and then also a little bit of video display technology as well that we bring from our parent company's signage division, that we're able to bring some of that technology, combine it with our speakers, and really create some cool semi-customizable turnkey outdoor entertainment solutions.
And how about the solutions that Stealth has to offer integrators these days?
So Stealth really made a name for itself with the invisible speaker category. 20 years ago, we came to market with a very specialized design that allowed for really very little compromise between a completely invisible architectural speaker solution or versus a visible architectural speaker solution. And because of that design and some of the materials that we used to build that invisible speaker, we were able to leverage that technology into some other categories. So outdoor speakers, for instance, a completely sealed IP68 rated outdoor type speaker. And then also we've been able to take some nuggets of technology from our parent company's signage division to put together some really cool ultra large format outdoor TV. Well, they're not even just TVs, they're full entertainment systems. The audio, video, all running gear necessary to drive a patio theater is included with one of those type of product sales. So yeah, we've taken this specialized speaker design and we've really grown the business out of just the architectural speaker market, but also into some other really cool areas.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about that. That's the Stealth Patio Theater systems. It's such a unique offering for integrators. It's got kind of that all-in-one flair to it. Obviously, there's a lot that can be done outdoors these days. Home entertainment is certainly huge, and to have that being transferred outdoors, clearly Stealth saw, the outdoor market is really just, blazing right now. But clearly, Stealth saw this as an area where integrators should be focusing a lot of their attention, because if I'm correct, this patio theater came out in 2015.
Mhm.
And so can you tell us what's involved in that? I know there are a few different models. If you can kind of walk us through the different models of the Stealth Patio Theater, and then what are some of the enhancements that you've made for 2021 as integrators start to put together some of these solutions, seeing as how we're about to hit
Mhm.
basically we've just started the springtime.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Arlen, the conversations about outdoor entertainment solutions never let up this year. And I think we can all look back over 2020, and due to the obvious situation with the pandemic, I think we've all been spending a lot more time at home, and even more specifically, probably in outdoor living spaces more than ever before in our lives. So it was a pleasant surprise to me to see a pretty dramatic uptick in sales on the patio theater product over the course of this year. Even through the winter months, people were still trying to get orders and build slots in place to plan for this spring's installations so that a lot of these systems can be in place for this summer. So
And is that all over the US, or are certain geographies stronger than others?
Yeah, if you would have asked me that question 6 months ago or 12 months ago, I would have said absolutely. But we just, got done installing a 150-inch folding LED screen in a snowstorm in Minnesota this winter. So,
Oh, wow.
like that they were taking advantage of any opportunity that they had to be able to service their client load, even through the winter months, knowing that the demand was going to be there as we move into spring this year.
Wow. So
Uh,
really just prepping for, that it kind of extended, any sort of extended amount of time that people can have to enjoy their outdoor spaces. Your dealers have really been getting it going,
mhm.
already fulfilling those requests.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, we transitioned on the patio theater, which now is available in 3 different formats. We've got a vertically retracting screen style, we've got a folding screen style, and then we've got the fixed on-wall or freestanding type of screen. You know, the adoption of this product in the marketplace was slow but gradual over the years, but steady. And then, because of I have to, identify the pandemic as being the major differentiating factor this year, but the sales have taken on a whole new dimension here, and we're reserving build slots for these systems at this point in time. A lot of the benefit to that situation for dealers and for end user clients is that we've also made some dramatic improvements to the product over the past couple of years. So we took a lot of those early years, the feedback from a few of our, earliest installations, which we still check in on, even up to now. We've taken a lot of that feedback and what we've learned on creating a more durable product, a more marine-oriented product, and just a better, more resolute product overall, and with a better user experience. We've really been able to roll that into a much more cohesive package. And I think it's, because of the combination of these several different reasons, we've really had seen a spike in sales and some fun success with this product. Because, in the world of electronics and AV, like this product is a real centerpiece type product on a project installation, especially when you're competing with maybe, 6-figure pool installations and water features and all the amenities that come along with high-end luxury outdoor spaces and swimming pools. This patio theater can really be the icing on the cake to some of these installations, but it can also open the door to other technologies for a dealer to be able to install into an outdoor living space that might be completely unrelated to the patio theater. We do include a sound system, but frankly, our sound system was designed to provide a nice front sound stage from the screen. So almost every one of these jobs ends up including more landscape systems or bollard speakers around the space, or improving the network outdoors, Wi-Fi coverage outdoors. So, it's not only is it a really, really cool and what I consider to be kind of a pinnacle product when it comes to an AV product sale, but it also helps to provide more business opportunities for a dealer, even just by bringing it up in the planning meeting.
Yeah, it sounds like it definitely opens up some opportunities there. In terms of the technology and some of the specs of the products, what size does the video go up to? And also, so it's an LED board, right? It's not a projection system. It's the LED board that makes up the video portion of it. And then what about the audio portion of it?
Yeah, you're exactly right. The common problem with using projection systems outside is what do you do when there is high ambient light conditions? Maybe you want to watch the September afternoon football game, for instance, and you have a less than perfect experience with glare on the screen or washing out the even a high powered projector. So it's really where the patio theater can shine, no pun intended, but they're ultra bright. So if you're considering having a solution for an outdoor viewing space, LED should be definitely high on the list to consider, especially if larger size formats are desired. For the money, an outdoor flat panel TV, weatherized TV up to approximately 80 inches will do the job if that's the size format that's desired in the space. But anytime you want to get over that 80-inch mark or over 100-inch mark, LED starts to make a lot more sense. And when we say LED, you can think Jumbotron scoreboard, right? So like when you go to the ballpark, you see that Jumbotron across the field. It looks high res and it looks great when you're sitting all the way across the field. But when you stand right under that scoreboard, you definitely, notice that it's not your traditional display. You see every individual LED lamp essentially on that Jumbotron. So the patio theater is designed to work exactly the same way.
So we're talking about taking up a good chunk of space in a yard or wherever it might be installed, because I understand one of the models is also pretty good for marine applications, super yachts, things of those natures.
Yeah, absolutely. They all use the same screen resolution and the same brightness, which is tipping around 4,000 nits compared to maybe an 800 nits flat panel outdoor TV. So extremely bright. But yeah, now available in 3 models. The original model, which we now dub the Extreme, is a vertically retracting screen. It's available in 4 sizes, ranging from 100 inches up to just shy of 200-inch diagonal displays. And this product was really brought to market from the consideration that dealers sometimes being asked for the ability to create a recessed type of TV that might rise and retract down into, say, some landscaping, or be able to be tucked out of view and not in use. But when entertaining or wanting to watch a football game or a movie in the swimming pool, at the touch of a button, they wanted a 200-inch TV to rise up out of their landscaping, let's say, for instance. So, that's how the Extreme was born. It was designed to be a turnkey product. It ships fully assembled. You make your high voltage and low voltage terminations and plug in the equipment that comes in an outboard equipment rack into your existing mechanical room, and away you go. Then it's really just a matter of working with the landscaper to beautify it and get it to blend into its surroundings. But it took all the guesswork out of the integration. So, where do I get my lift? What kind of TV should I be using? This was kind of a complete package. And then for the audio complement that we offer, we do utilize our outdoor line of speakers, which, if you're familiar with how we do sound here, we utilize what's known as a flat radiating diaphragm style speaker design. It's how we make a no compromise, cone woofer type loudspeaker finish into sheetrock, but it's also made largely out of fiberglass. So by encapsulating the rear of these types of speakers and making some other modifications to the frame of the speaker itself, we can actually create a completely sealed IP68 rated speaker with no grill, no exposed drivers. So very, very durable, long-lasting speaker. And we built those into the patio theater product in a number of ways. On the Extreme, for instance, we can fit these types of speakers right into the front of the TV cabinet itself. So the sound literally emanates from the speaker, or excuse me, the TV enclosure. Or we also have the ability to build this into like a sound bar type apparatus that is affixed below the screen on the Extreme. So when the screen comes out of your rockery, let's say, for example, the screen would rise a little bit extra farther up in the air, and right below the screen is a sound bar, essentially. So we also offer all these.
Do your dealers work a lot with landscape architects and people just who work with the exteriors, so they can build kind of custom solutions to go with these, and just in terms of the aesthetics of the patio theater?
Yes, most definitely. And maybe not necessarily specifically with the landscape designer themselves or the landscape architect themselves, but at least with the general contractor on a build of some of these type of caliber of construction projects. And then on the commercial side of things, in many cases, we also get involved in conjunction with the dealer, directly with the architect, for instance, to be able to pre-plan for this type of product to be inserted into, maybe it's going into an amenity deck at an apartment building, for instance. That's been a great vertical for us. But at any rate, the pre-planning for the deployment of this type of product is crucial to the success. And so one of the services that Stealth provides with this product is extensive sales support and system design support for the dealer.
Okay, great. Because I was going to ask you if you had any special training that the dealers needed, or some sort of sales materials, things like, how do they set this up in their showroom? Do they need a showroom for something like this? Or are there certain areas or places that Stealth has throughout the country, any kind of experience centers, things like that, where
Mhm.
dealers can show clients what they're getting in this product.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that we're working to fill out more so now that we see that this is a completely viable product in the marketplace right now. So I'm actively working on experience centers around the United States. We currently have two screens on exposition, one in the New York area. We also have one in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And then of course here at our factory, we've got at any given time a number of displays that we do frequently invite. Our dealers and our friends in the Seattle area frequently come to take a little tour and see what we're working on here at Stealth. But moving beyond that, yeah, I'm actively searching for some new showroom opportunities. This product, it's it's easy to present by brochure, but it doesn't really do the product justice until you really stand next to a fully retractable 200-inch screen that's so bright you really need to dim it down for nighttime viewing. Um,
Brian, in terms of the content that customers are able to view on this, does it work just like a traditional system? Is a dealer going to integrate this with the third-party automation system and AV distribution system, where they'll just be able to get content that's already available indoors, and kind of extend that system outside? And also, or how often is this product kind of installed as a standalone system?
I'd say that 10% of the time it's installed as a standalone system. And usually in those instances, the distance away from the main house is such that it's makes more sense to make that type of installation. But to answer your specific question, all of the above. So, Stealth being, a division of a larger company called Dimensional Communications, who is a commercial integration firm, gives us great ability to be able to put some thought into these designs, from the integrator standpoint, and to be able to give good guidance and knowledge to the integrator that's tackling this installation. We also, in addition to going over, doing a lot of design work with the dealer and pre-planning work with the dealer, we also deliver this product on site with up to 2 of our technicians that can spend, up to 2 days there, typically is what we publish, just to make sure that everything is up and running smoothly. They're there to help give guidance and oversee in the installation. But then at the end, we always provide a half day of dealer training for the dealer and their technicians on, what to look for with LED, how to properly maintain the product over its life, what to do in case of, X, Y, or Z. And in addition to that, we offer a lifetime repair warranty on the LEDs themselves. So, over time, we have the ability in-house to where we can make repairs to future failures if there are any down the road.
All right. Well, Brian Azzano, Stealth Acoustics, thank you very much for walking us through the Stealth Patio Theater product, the Stealth Outdoor Speakers product. And we appreciate your time and really giving integrators a very exciting outdoor solution they can have that can really differentiate them from the crowd of dealers out there.
Well, thank you, Arlen. I really appreciate it.